Mathew Graegin, also known as Graeginator, is the Sonic Man of Chicago, often putting on his Sonic the Hedgehog backpack and hat and walking around the city, establishing himself as a bit of a local legend around those parts. If you're ever going through Chicago, it is not out of the question to see a man dressed like Sonic popping and locking on the sidewalk. All for his TikTok account, which has over 9,000 subscribers. But Mathew's history on the internet goes far deeper than just his TikTok account. Over 16 years ago, back when Mathew was in high school, he would religiously post to his YouTube channel. This account is still somewhat active to this day, making Mathew among one of the oldest creators on the platform. His old content would mostly consist of him watching shock videos, hanging out with his friends, or riding elevators, which to this day, he seems to still really enjoy.
How you doing today?
Pretty good. 15.
15, I got you. See how fast this elevator goes.
Pretty good. Pretty fast.
What?
Hold on, it's like a ride.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hang on. Wow! Yes!
I just want to say right now, Mathew is not a bad guy. I was unable to dig up anything wrong that he's done. He consistently works a job he has for the past couple decades, and the way I see it, his style of content isn't hurting anyone. What makes Mathew so interesting to me is this Chris Chan-like aspect that he has to him. I very rarely see him without that Sonic hat on. The hat and the backpack are the two things that have made him the urban legend that he is around Chicago. He is a massive fan of Sonic. Every other TikTok that he makes is set to the theme song of the Sonic movie. But the similarities don't stop there. He absolutely loves shopping malls. He will spend hours in these malls looking at shops, making TikToks, and playing on his Nintendo Switch. But unlike Chris, he is often very respectful, he likes to keep to himself, and isn't a nuisance. I believe that it is this respectful nature that has kept Mathew safe as he wanders the streets of Chicago at night making TikToks. All alone, might I add. And while Mathew is respectful, it's not like he's shy about making TikToks in public. And this has led to a lot of eyes on him, a lot of pictures being taken, and a lot of videos being recorded.
Sonic getting it. Woo! Ha ha! Dab.
But it's not just the internet where you'll find Mathew. He's also been on the news a number of times going to Starbucks openings. The man is almost as obsessed with coffee as he is with elevators and Sonic. And when the world's largest Starbucks coffee opened up in Chicago, he had to be there.
Erie kept on growing with some serious Starbucks lovers. Even the CEO of Starbucks himself was here to greet customers. The queue went down the block, round the corner. I talked to some of the first in line about why they were willing to wait.
I want to come check out the world's largest Starbucks. I'm actually really excited to check it out. So I just want to come here. I'm a really big coffee drinker from Starbucks.
It is on Michigan Avenue. A lot of folks have been standing out in the cold for hours just to get in another hour and a half. It's crazy.
You guys thought I was joking when I said he wears that Sonic hat everywhere. I think the only place that he won't wear it is on the job, and that's simply because he's not allowed to. As I stated previously, Mathew is a contributing member of society. He has worked for a long time, and from what I've been able to gather, he's a loyal, hardworking employee. But there's a lot more to Mathew's life than just work and TikTok.
And as a person with autism, I am proud to say this. I am bisexual. And I'm proud of the person who I am. I came out on June 1st on Twitter. And then a couple days later, I posted on Facebook. And I have lots of supporters. I just want to say thank you. Love, peace. So anyways, I'm walking in Boys Town in Chicago. Yep. Brian Halstead. Anyways, I'll see ya.
A big reason why Graeginator visits Chicago so often is because he works there and his boyfriend lives there. From what I've been able to gather, his name is Ray and he's a fellow content creator that Mathew met on Instagram. I don't think they live together, but his boyfriend Ray is in quite a few of his TikToks, which means that Mathew has to do a lot of traveling to go and visit him, as well as see the city. He doesn't have a car, so he gets from place to place by either bus or train. And with all this time spent in public transport, he has accumulated a sizable amount of knowledge on which bus and train routes are best, determining the better based on which one smells less like urine.
You're in from Chicago if you've never been into this tunnel. Smells like piss in here. CTA brown line smells like peanut butter. CTA red line smells like piss. Period.
If you ever need to take a bus or a train in Chicago, look over your shoulder, cause you just might see him. There are tons of pictures people have taken. He's well known in the area, and I think it has afforded him this plot armor-like safety. As I'm sure many of you know, Chicago is an extremely violent city, and some of the places that Mathew has visited are extremely rough parts of the city. As I said before, Mathew has done nothing wrong. I took a deep look at him, and he's got no crimes to his record. He has worked for decades and seems like a generally nice guy. Not something that we typically cover on this channel, but as soon as I saw him, I knew I had to share him with you guys. Truly deserving of his urban legend status. That's all we have on the Graeginator today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I had a ton of fun making this video. Looking into Mathew's story was fascinating, and seeing just how many people from the Chicago area had cited him was mind-blowing. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, especially till the end. I really appreciate that. That helps the channel out exponentially. Big shout out to my channel members. Love you guys. Can't thank you enough for all the support. I hope that you all have a wonderful night, and be sure to keep it Kiwi.